together.
Let's get in and out.
You've set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order. Congratulations, you've convinced them to give you access. Now what? It seems the rules have not changed in your absence. You're still trespassing. You've wandered into a forbidden area. You sense it might be time to leave.
Just a brief respite.
Blade at the ready. As one does. Can't give up now. Free for the taking.
My enthusiasm overtook me. I cut off her hand. What are they without their limbs?
What's next, I wonder?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
A welcome rest.
Something over there. Not a chance I'll fit in there.
For Lord Gortash's inspection, a panoply of 8 displays that show how Foundry production is meeting or exceeding all quotas.
Don't fall asleep.
You are asking the impossible. Gyrometics require a steady hand and a sharp gaze. I can barely keep my eyes open. I need to rest.
You have a son, do you not? Is he as lazy and pathetic as his spineless mother?
Stay your hand, I beg you.
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
Tell me, Gondian. Tell me about your son.
He's not... Yes, Overseer Holt. He's frail in body and mind like me, like all of us. Yet by your grace, he lives.
And your wife?
She is... was useless and interfered with production quotas. You were wise to remove her from this world. Forgive my outburst. I will work through the night. This Watcher will be operational by dawn.
I will allow it. But if your work is anything short of impeccable, your son will die screaming. Is that clear?
Yes. Overseer Holtz.
God, forgive me. I'm awake. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't fall asleep.
Dread brother, stand ready. Gondians, so much as twitch, and I'll rip your tongues out myself.
You recognize the Overseer's uniform. She's a follower of Bane, the god of tyranny.
An interloper? How did you get in here? It matters not. You revealed yourself for nothing. The Gondians wouldn't know a spine if I ripped it from their backs and beat them with it.
You're wrong. Even if we beg, even if we humiliate ourselves, it won't matter. You'll kill us all anyway.
What was that?
I said, we shall bow no more. For the glory of Gond!
They're dying for me. All of them.
Prinsky's motivation sequence activated.
No! The motivator! Deactivate it! Hurry!
That was close.
Deal with the bodies. Hide the corpses. The smell will attract someone. I need to dispose of... Blessed be. What have we done? They're dead. They're all dead. No. You don't understand. The Overseers hold more than our lives hostage. They have our families. And if they see what we've done, killing me will only be the beginning. God help us.
Bastards deserved
I'm gonna be
Cut them
sick.
off.
You want to help? Then get the hells out of here before you make everything worse.
What if I get caught?
Much blood.
What have I done? They'll kill my wife because of this. You made me do this!
Bodies.
I helped kill an overseer. My dad! My
Bastard
soul
deserved it.
dad!
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone.
Breathe.
I need to dispose of them.
You have to clean up.
So much blood.
You have to
Oh, the smell.
Cut them up. Perhaps incinerate them.
There's so much blood.
We need to get rid of these bodies.
What if I get caught? No. I'm not thinking like that.
I'm gonna be sick.
Bastard
One problem at
deserved
a time. Deal with the bodies.
I helped kill an overseer. My dad!
If I hide the corpses, the smell will attract someone.
the smell.
I need to dispose of them.
You have to clean up. You have to get rid of the bodies.
Cut them up.
Don't tell me. There's so much blood.
Bastards deserved it.
No. We're not thinking like that.
I'm gonna be sick.
One problem at a time. Deal with the bodies.
Oh, and the smell.
This Watcher is in Phase 8 assembly stage. Components over-delivered for this month's quota by 114%.
Right now.
Here, in unpowered prototype form, stands a completed Steel Watcher, the proudest achievement of the Foundry, and a tribute to the untiring efforts of the Bay Knight Overseers.
So much blood. Oh, and the smell.
The targeting module, an optical focus device, is fitted within the Watcher's helm to enable aiming of the harpoon bow.
Nangufgrish of Dalor. Your nervous gait betrays your presence, stranger. You don't belong here. Who are you? Blakaith! Why? Your presence imperils us all. If any of us attempts to escape, our kin will die. The Overseers, they have a contraption. When triggered, it will kill everyone who wears a collar. You underestimate the enemy. The Overseers, they are Glixbrand Rakthar. The collars are not only equipped with explosives, there is also a mechanism that alerts the Overseers if they're removed. One of us may be able to save themselves, but it would be at the expense of everyone else. We can't risk it. Even if we did somehow unshackle our collars simultaneously and overthrow our oppressors, there would be consequences. Our families are held elsewhere. The Overseers need only activate those contraptions they hold, and they suffer the consequences of our actions too. We cannot win. We must aid in building these Vagron. Gun. Aye. Even more, I'd help you destroy this place. I created the Neurocitor that controls the Steel Watch, and I made sure I had a means to disable it if I ever had the freedom to do so. Get me close enough to the central mechanism, and I can shut down the whole foundry. But first, our families must be safe. I don't know where they are, but some of the overseers must. You'll have to infiltrate deeper into the foundry. Just make sure you don't get caught. If they raise the alarm, they'll trigger the collars. I will pray for you. My daughter. Her name is Obinia. Gondral Frakas Hulnish. May Gond be with you. Patience. It hasn't been long.
Scared and miserable, with visible cuts and bruises, these people can only be one thing: prisoners.
Is this too big a risk? What if we are caught? No, there is no other way. Obelia, I would do anything to hug you again.
Still in control. Just.
If I hide the corpses.
Hallmark of the Steel Watch, these immense Watcher swords are forged in the upper city at the Hall of Wonders.
I could cut them up, or perhaps incinerate them.
Bloody prey.
letter from Orin.
Bloody cold. Go home, mate. I'll finish this.
It's all right. I've been worse. Excuse me.
Everyone's working doubles at the moment. Lord Gortash says it's the only way we'll beat the Absolute. How long you been there?
10 days, maybe more.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? The Iron Throne, a ruin from the city's dark past that could become a template for a brighter future. It is the most useful tool for motivating my Gondian workforce, key to the construction of the steel watch that keep the city safe. But like all tools, the moment it ceases to be useful, I will break it. Thanks to your trespassing, that moment may have come. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
Your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all this.
All right, we're good to go.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
This
into the bloody fray. Duke's still alive. Hold on, I'm coming.
My pet, I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia. Kneel for me.
What are you doing?
Exactly what you asked for. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
What's happening? I will aid you as much as I can, but hurry. We have little time.
Greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So it seems will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father? Will... Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
By every last hell, son, you on my head.
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please, go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
Gods, we made it! We actually made it!
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
I'll admit it, I was saying my prayers there. Thank the gods we made it out of Gortash's hellhole.
Go on.
I was hoping you'd say that. Yay! Oh, yes. Yay! Always. Lovely.
I think I've had my fill of underwater misadventures. Let's get back to the surface world before any more perils seek us out.
I'll save you!
Listen, lad. Only a special sort could have done what you did. Thank you.
By God, I'm glad you showed up. Hopefully Frel's not too worried about me.
You were so heroic. My word. I can't wait to tell Squav what happened. Gods, I hope he's all right. What they were doing with us was horrid. Thank you for saving me.
Featherweight Falson will be back in the ring in no time. Once my daughter Claw is freed.
Oh, that was amazing. Like one of them old hero stories. Thank you.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us! Saved us all! I thought it impossible, but you did it! We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steel Watch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. He did? Of course he did! I knew it. I knew he would do something.
It's over, right? There's not more cutting. Thank God.
Still hurts. But thank you.
My lord, your act of valor will go down in Gondian history!
My sincerest thanks, friend. I don't know what possessed you to find us in that place, but I am surely glad you did.
Bloody hells! I was a goner for sure! Thank you.
Ogro! It's free! Free!
Your world's air. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, son-child. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
I'll get to your camp. We'll talk there.
You were to administer Umberlee's justice. Instead, you conspire with the abomination. He who sickened the harbor with blood so black the sea itself chokes.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole. Your lies won't save you. Give us the abomination or be counted as his ally.
What? Mate, you've got to be kidding.
Come quietly. The Sea Queen will judge you.
I surrender, all right. You wouldn't hurt a harmless man, right? And you. Thanks for nothing, prick.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravenguard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravenguard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
Do you mean Ansur?
The worm is dead, Father. Where we might have once found a friend, we found only his bones, animated by an old grievance. But the heart of the gate still lives. In me, in my allies. In Ansur's defeat, I found my spirit renewed. For as long as devils and demons imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey. I am the Blade of Avernus.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus! The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I'd hoped he'd join me on the council, but he is his own man. I couldn't be prouder. Hell's Thoric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her. Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat before I fell. I awoke in Moonrise Towers, inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zario to drag the city into the Hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days.
You have beaten and tormented us to the brink of insanity. You cut out my eyes, but we will bow no more. Gondians! Rip the motivator from this bastard's hands! For Gond!
I want this madness to end. I want to go home. Please, make it stop.
I thought the Overseers were invincible, but you killed him, just like that.
What happened to Obelia? Is she safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurositer, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest. My fellow Gondians, flee this prison. We're bringing this place down. We need to move. The Neurosita lies in the depths of the foundry.
I'll feel that one later.
Just a brief respite.
If I've counted my footsteps correctly, this door leads to the foundry's depths and the Neurosita.
All I needed.
Still in control. Just. Cursed to put my hands on everything.
The brain in this jar is controlling a watcher on sentry duty at Worm's Rock. It patrols back and forth, vigilant for trouble.
Wait! Elevator gyroscopes, triple set quadrupex. No, it can't be. I hear it through the floor. Powerful, indestructible. The ultimate watcher. The Titan.
Another battle. Just what I needed.
It shames me to admit this, but you must face this beast of Gondian folly alone. I would be crushed in an instant. When it raises its shields, strike it with every scrap of magic and might you possess, and pray to God that it does not fire upon you. Good luck, my friend.
Survival is all that matters. Can't slow down. The blade will not bend.
It is time. Let us end this.
Neurosita awaits your input. The Neurosita is the epicenter of the Steel Watch, controlling and connecting every single watcher in this city. Its technology is far beyond anything you have ever seen. You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it. The machine doesn't respond. This peculiar head is part of an automaton, but it doesn't resemble any steel watcher you've encountered.
The Neurosita. I can hear its hum. Familiar, yet painful. I helped design the Steel Watchers, toiled night and day on the first bipedal prototype. It is fitting it ends this way. I will bring down not only the Steel Watch, but the very foundry itself. This place will be smoke and rubble when I am finished. Are you ready, my friend? Like the foundry, the Neurosita's exterior is near impossible to penetrate. However, its inner circuitry is highly unstable. I'm going to rain fire upon it from the inside out. Gond, let your hammer be my courage, your furnace my heart. You're alive, blessed Gond. And the foundry crumbles behind us. The sound is as sweet as a well-oiled clog. Yet we paid the price in blood. So few of us remain. Gond's name will soon fade into the annals of history. I must leave now and gather those of us still standing. Look after this city, my friend. I pray it treats you better than it did us.
I'm compiling a translation dictionary.
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected. My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illithid interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival. I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed in the Underdark. I am grateful that you were spared such a merciless fate. Once my report is completed, I will return to my usual work in the Underdark. There, at least, I may yet produce worthwhile results. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening. If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter. I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on.
Another letter from Orin.